Chia. Yeah. I don't think anybody said chia in like 59 years. Live from our mouths of your ears, another episode of Guessing from the Stands. It's your boy 091.
Right in the building, man. What it do?
It's picking up a little bit late on you, Nar. What'd you say? Oh, no. Hope my dog ain't having
Can you hear
issues.
me?
We can hear you a little bit. Yeah. It's not too bad. Yep.
This is Dominican Dundon, Christian, mi gente. ¿Qué lo que? Estamos aquí, estamos activos. Tenemos que hablar del juego de domingo que los Steelers lo metieron a los Ravens. Tú estás viendo la gorra, tú estás viendo la camiseta. Nos fuimos, let's go.
Fuck the Steelers. I hope that's what he said.
No. I said you see what we did to them bum ass Ravens on Sunday. Okay? You see what we did to them bum ass Commanders the week prior. You gonna see what we gonna do to them bum ass Browns on Thursday. You see it. 8-2, top 5 defense.
Let's start with it. First of all, before we start there, Coach Nar, you know we got to tap in.
Facts.
What's the deal, man? What's going on?
You know, this past weekend was another big one for us in the playoffs. We got Potomac ass up out of there. 28-0 moved us into the quarterfinals of the Maryland 2A state playoffs. This weekend, we got Damascus High School from Montgomery coming down to the Den to get spanked on Friday, which will put us into the state semifinal game. So, you know, it's just, man, it's been a lot of preparation so far. We've had 2 great days of practice. We'll move into tomorrow, looking to have a third one. And then, you know, with a walkthrough Thursday and the game on Friday. So, man, it's been amazing. Defense was flying to the ball, hitting hard, just doing the things that you want to see your defense do from an execution standpoint, from our alignment, you know what I'm saying, to our assignment, to the technique we use to get the job done. So it's just been, you know what I'm saying, rewarding as a coach to be able to be a part of the process of revitalizing and bringing, you know what I'm saying, Westlake football back to where it was in the 90s and the early 2000s and into a place that shit. We haven't been state championship, to a state championship, but I was trying to say we haven't been state champions since 2008. We haven't even been this far in the playoffs since 2008. So, yeah, man, it's been a fun ride. We want to keep it going. We win this game, and then more than likely we'll be out 3.5 hours away next week at Ocean City. That'll be our first road game in the playoffs. Stephen Decatur.
What's since you've been in DC, what's been the most challenging thing you encountered so far?
Well, now that I'm on varsity, I'm not DC anymore, man. I was moved up to DC on JV. Now on varsity, I'm a defensive analyst, but it still has a lot of the same responsibilities. Our head coach is actually a defensive coordinator, Coach Parrish, most elite defensive mind I've ever been around, period. So I'm just blessed to just, you know what I'm saying, learn everything from him. But just from my standpoint of right now, so basically, like, just to give you an example of like what an analyst does, I have a headset. I'm hearing him make the defensive calls, and what I'm doing is charting down the offensive formations that we're making these calls against, what plays they're running, and how effective those plays are against our defense. And I'm going back and looking at the different camera angles that we have from our sky coach, and I'm looking on the iPad to see if the defense is executing the defenses that were called, the calls that were made. Are they executing those? And I'll relay that to him, and then from there we'll coach him up to get it done right. So for me, the most difficult part has been
we lost you there, I think.
No, you didn't. I wasn't saying anything. It's hard to.
Oh, God.
Left us on a dramatic pause.
My bad. It's hard to think. And I'm not even trying to. When you prepare so much, and this is what I'm learning, it's hard to think of what the difficult part is because you feel like you have to cover everything and you want to cover everything. So I guess maybe that's the hardest part, figuring out, deciding whether or not what's too much. You know what I'm saying? Like how much information is too much? Does coach even really need to hear this right now? Are we, you know what I'm saying, We're doing what we need to do. Is this a minute detail that it's just more so figuring out what's what? Because man, it's not. I'm telling you, man, this game is simple from the standpoint of X's and O's. You know what I'm saying? The main purpose of the main purpose of, or the main uh, mission behind the defense is don't get outflanked. Don't let them have more people on one side of the ball than you have. That's what it comes down to. Now, how you get to that point is how we end up with all these blitzes and coverages and fucking stunts and fronts and all this different shit that we have in football from 4-3s and 4-4s, 4-2-5s, 6-2s, 5-3s. All that shit comes from not at the end of the day, it comes down to not allowing the offense to have more players on one side of the ball than you have. So when you take it from there, then it don't matter how they line up or what they line up, because the point is you're going to line up to defend that. And the only way to do that is to put somebody over in that area. So when you start thinking about the game like that, it starts to make the things that you see so much more simple. And I'm not saying that football's not a challenging sport or nothing like that. But when you prepare the way that we prepare, it makes it a lot easier on a day-to-day basis, if that makes sense.
No, you being a defensive analyst, are you up in the skybox with the coordinators?
Well, yeah. So you're right. Oh, that's a great question. So for us, our offensive analyst and our offensive coordinator are both in the booth as well with me. But like I said, the head coach is the defensive coordinator, so he's on the field. But yes, I'm in the booth.
Gotcha. No, that's fine, bro.
If wasn't the head coach, then yeah, he'd be in the booth with me.
Every time you be filling this in, bro, that should be fire.
No, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. You know, I love this shit, man. It's just like, yo, coaching, I'm starting to realize, like, you start to look around, you start to appreciate it because you're like, yo, more than half of there's only 8 teams in our classification that's still playing football right now. Everybody else has turned in their equipment. Their season's over. Their coaches are now getting ready for workouts next week, or not next week, for, you know what I'm saying, off-season workouts next season and all that shit. We still practicing, full force, still playing. You know what I'm saying? So you start to really kind of look back on, damn, yo, what have I really been learning this season? Like the amount of, you start to appreciate it. Like, yo, I'm part of a team that truly has a chance to win a state championship. So you start looking at the small things that y'all have been doing all season, and you start to realize, yo, this is what championship teams do. This is what championship teams do. This is what championship teams do. This is how you run a championship defense. This is how you run a drill for a championship defense. So it's like you start to just look back on all the shit since the summertime, team camp, all that shit is what built to where we are now. So you start to think about, these are the things that I have to have in my toolbox when I'm ready to become a head coach. Because if I'm not paying attention to how my head coach is running this program, then what the fuck am I here for? Like, the cheat sheet is right in front of me. The nigga's doing this shit right in front of me every day. See how he's doing it. Now, you're not going to do everything exactly like him, but nigga, there's a way to build houses. From there, you design how you want it down. But there's a way to do it. And foundations first. You know what I'm saying? That started from the first person who built the house. So from there, you could change the design, but at the end of the day, you have to build it structurally sound. And that's what I'm learning from, you know what I'm saying, Coach Perry, is how to run a championship structurally sound program. And when I get my opportunity, trust and believe, boy, it's fucking on.
That's fire, though.
For sure. For sure. Big Zell, how you living?
Not in mansions and Benzes, giving ends to my friends. It does not feel stupendous. Okay. But, you know.
So how you like them Broncos winning?
I hope the whole city of Denver and Pittsburgh catches AIDS. I don't like any of.
Oh yeah, so back to what we were saying. Sick of this nigga, man. I'm not dealing with this shit. Fuck this nigga. Sick of it. Now,
we can get back to that. It's almost as, like, I swear, it's almost as fun to hate on the Steelers and the Cowboys. It's like y'all two are the two most fun teams to hate on. Period.
I don't understand why.
Because you never actually win. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all always have good teams, and then we get to talk shit, and then y'all like fuck y'all, we're winning, but then in the end of the day, y'all always lose the big game, and then we come back and laugh at you.
Hold the fuck up. Hold on.
Marcel, I'm gonna get to you later. Don't worry.
Hold on.
Earl, it's been a while. Earl.
It's been 15 years.
It's been a while.
And you did win. You did win. You did win.
Been there multiple times.
Y'all did win. No, we went as many times as you did.
No, I'm saying we've been there multiple times since y'all last win.
You've been there twice.
And we won one.
You know that you lost one. We only lost one. Since our last win, we went back.
With who?
Aaron Rodgers.
When we lost to Aaron Rodgers, bro.
Talking about that was what?
2011.
Yeah.
2010 season, 2011.
Yeah.
14 years ago, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
And then the last AFC championship.
Wait.
What AFC championship? You only been to AFC.
We haven't won an AFC championship. We haven't been since 2017.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh!
Y'all wasn't in it.
Yes, we were. We lost to the Patriots. That was the year they came back 28-3.
Oh, the Falcons. Yeah, y'all would have lost that game. I'm glad the Patriots won. But I'm just saying. Listen,
you niggas is losers. Like I've never in my life seen two miserable souls as I see you niggas is losers. Oh my god, bro!
You and this nigga live on fumes of old wins, thinking y'all.
No, we don't.
Y'all are like the only reason y'all are better than Cowboys is y'all get to the fucking
have won 2 championships this millennium.
I mean, goodness gracious, y'all still
we won two to year one. And hold on, and we won 2 to year one, and our 2 didn't come from buying the entire NFL free agency. Since you want to go there, have you done anything that you have not bought the entire NFL free agency?
I'm just wondering.
Look at what it took for y'all to win.
Let me ask you a question, Nard.
Look at what it took for y'all to win.
You being a coach. Having a losing season, does that mean anything or not?
About Mike Tyson, nigga, he got some 8-8s in there, motherfucker. One game.
He does, but he's never had under 500 season. It's not a losing season. Mr. Black and White.
Shit either. How many Super Bowls he got?
2. No, he's got one. He got one. Sorry.
One.
And been to 2.
He's been to 2.
And Sean McVay got 1. Look at that.
Got 1, and Sean McVay got 1 and been to 2.
And how many years?
Don't move
the goalposts. Don't fucking move it.
Don't do that. You just add no questions. You add no questions to make your shit look good. No, he's been to 2, and he won 1, just like Tomlin.
All I'm saying is the Steelers. When the Steelers win the Super Bowl, you're gonna have to block me and Earl.
Tomlin won 1. Wait, in a much short. Tomlin won 1 in his second year. Oh, wait a minute. Tomlin won 1 in his second year. What are you talking about? Shorter what? He won 1 in his second year.
We quiet now.
He's gonna win another one before he gets to the year 40, like Mike Tyson.
I get that, but you said in a much shorter span. He went to 2 in 4 years.
Well, it's been so fucking long, I forgot.
It has. I'll give you that. It has been a long time. But I'm just saying. And as an 8-2 team, nobody who's 5-5 really should be talking to me right now. But I'm going to let it slide since you know what I'm saying. We do this broadcast together. Nobody. Hey, Christian. Nobody. Hey, Christian. I just wanted to be known. Nobody who's division leaders.
One and losing the first round or something like that.
Nobody who's division.
Mr. Nard.
Hold on. Wasn't something egregious 11-0, 12-0?
No, it was 11-1. You said it right. It was 11-1.
Lost in the first fucking round. Ugh.
So you telling me if y'all were to lose? So if y'all were to lose Matt Stafford, are y'all making the playoffs?
I have 2 starters, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Bro, we made it to the
I'm just
playoffs
saying,
rotating
man.
3 QBs.
Exactly. Like y'all,
You not on our level.
Kenny Pickett, would y'all be 8-2?
No, ain't no ifs.
No.
What's going on now?
No,
Ain't no ifs.
if we lost Matt Stafford, so if y'all had Kenny Pickett.
I don't want to talk about ifs.
We rotated 3 QBs,
You know what,
and
man?
still made it to the first round.
You know
what
man?
are we doing here?
Y'all are ass, bro.
I know. We're ass. I know.
We just took down. We just took down
the worst football and baseball teams in American history.
I know. We like the worst. You know what's crazy? I could never imagine liking a team where I'm the third best liked team in my own home stadium. That's insane to me. But you know what? Though? That would never happen to me. It smells ghetto.
Who's liked more than the Rams in their stadium?
The Raiders are liked more than y'all in LA, and so is San Francisco.
No.
And the Chargers.
No, I ain't gonna say the Chargers.
No, not Chargers.
Not Chargers. But
the
Raiders, that's the Raiders' house. That's the 49ers' house. And then it might end up being the Rams. Stop.
Kind of, sort of.
Them is LA teams, nigga. Now, fuck y'all.
But
let's get to it.
But Nard, it's like everything else, man. You ain't trying to get the grown adults. You're just trying to get the kids on the right path. So when they get up and get their money together, they can be Los Angeles Rams fans. That's how it works.
You thought you shot something with that shot, nigga? Word.
Fuck you.
Man, let's get to this week's scores, man. Because Nard, I know you got to prepare for the playoffs this week. Let's get to this week's scores. All right, week 11, week 11. Started out on Thursday. Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts put an ass whooping on the Commanders, 26-18. But shoot, if you want to be real, the Commanders fought a valiant fight, but the Eagles just a better team, in my opinion, in that game.
They are.
It's starting to click for the Eagles too. After that bye week, what was it? The loss to the Bucks and then the bye week. After that, them boys been rolling.
They didn't lose to the Bucks. Didn't they beat the Bucks?
No, they lost to the Bucks.
Oh shit, my fault.
I was at that game, matter of fact. Yeah, they lost. They traveled well, but they lost. The Dolphins routed the Raiders 34-19. The Saints beat the Browns in an unlikely game, 35-14. The Colts have officially started the dismantling of the Jets. They won 28-27. The Vikings beat the Titans 23-13.
Why is it official?
Because now all the staff is starting to be let go of it. So, Robert Saleh was let go, but honestly, Saleh was getting let go from last
year. They wanted him to bench Aaron Rodgers after the Broncos game.
Yeah, bro. That shit is crazy. Aaron Rodgers getting benched. Couldn't be me.
But y'all didn't want to believe me.
Hey. He getting benched making $60 million. That is insane.
Hey. The Packers beat the Bears.
Hey, GM.
Thank you. Packers beat the Bears 20-19. The Lions. Woo wait.
You must have had a parlay or something on that.
No, I just think Bears fans been mad arrogant this year, but we'll talk about that later. The Lions beat the Jaguars 52-6 in the worst loss in Jacksonville Jaguars history.
Read my
your header.
My header. Because that's what I'm referring to.
Their eyes were watching Shad Khan.
Because they waiting on Shad Khan to pull the trigger on fire Doug Peterson. But I don't see the point. He might as well wait to the end of the season.
He may as well wait to the end of the season. Ain't no point. Rams beat the Pats 28-22. Matt Stafford.
Stop. What happened?
The Rams beat the Patriots 28-22.
No, you're not gonna brag about the Patriots.
Yes, I am. You know why the fuck I'm doing it? Because you know who sealed the deal again?
Cam Kitchens.
A motherfucking Miami Hurricane.
Oh, never mind.
What happened, Nart?
Yet again. Cam Kitchens with the pick yet again. I'm just saying, bro. When you need a play made, you go to a man who was made in Coral Gables. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it. Puka Nacua had 7 receptions for 123 yards. Matt Stafford, 18-27 for 295 with 4 tutties. Kyron Williams, 15 carries, 86 yards. But on the flip side, the Patriots, I think they have found their quarterback. 30 or 40 for 282, 2 tutties in the pick. Ramon Stevenson's been doing what he's been doing all year, and Kendrick Bourne 5 receptions, 70 yards in the tutty.
Did they find that man? Did they find a man who's going to give it up in clutch moments? Because that pick came with the ball down 8.
I mean, it looks a lot better than say Mac Jones did last year. That's for sure. It does look better than that. The Seahawks beat the 49ers 20-17. The Falcons beat the Broncos. I'm sorry, the Broncos beat the Falcons 38-6. Baltimore County. Talk to me, Baltimore.
Come on.
Talk to me, Baltimore. What happened, Baltimore? What happened, Baltimore?
Last game, the refs favor draw clearly.
You know what? It's crazy.
No, it was bad quarterback play, and it was
bad quarterback play. Really, from
also
both sides.
Bad coaching too.
Always bad coaching with Harbaugh against the Steelers. It's something about when you got to look up at the Pittsburgh lights, it just does something to John Harbaugh. Harbaugh. I know there's always something with the Steelers, right? Never nobody else. Fuck you. Anyways, let's get back to it.
Ain't no way hell they should lost. And bad
Lamar,
kicking too, because
it was bad kicking. Tucker, it's time. It's time.
And then hold up,
what he used to be.
Hold up, and then Tucker want to talk about them field conditions was uneven.
Meanwhile, I know. Same field everybody else has played on. Shut your ass up.
6-6 with multiple 50-yard field goals. Fuck out of here.
Exactly. Ain't trying to hear it. Lamar 16-34, 207 with a tutty and a pick. Derrick Henry 13 carries, 65 yards. Hey, I seen what happened when the unstoppable force goes against the immovable object, and guess what? The immovable object won. You seen the way my boy TJ Watt laid him out. You seen that way he laid him out, clapped me, laid him out, laid him out, laid him out, laid him out, laid him out.
Say it again.
Still not as good as his brother.
I know. He not.
No,
good
I
as
am
his
very
brother.
serious about that. He ain't.
I know. I know he's not. Yeah. Okay.
I hope you don't think he is.
I hope you don't think he is. If he wore another uniform, you think he is. Russell Wilson, 23-36, 205 with a tutty. With a pick. Najee Harris, 18 carries, 63 yards. George Pickens, 8 receptions, 89 yards. Christian.
Yes, sir.
I want to talk to you about George Pickens.
Hey, we gonna have a conversation finally?
Well, before we had a conversation, let's go to stats. This is a numbers game. Now, in receiving, Jamar Chase leads the league with 1,056 yards. Justin Jefferson is 912 yards. CeeDee Lamb, 774. At number 4, George Pickens, 728. Talk to me, Christian. You said he was top 5. I don't have him in the top 5, but
I said year 3 he's gonna be top. I said by year 3 he's gonna be top 5.
Mm-hmm.
And it's year 3, and to me he is top 5. He finally got a stable QB. He got a stable QB play. They're feeding him the ball.
It's breaking up, Nara. What'd you say?
You see what he's doing with the 50-50 balls. Anything you can throw at him, he damn near gonna catch it, regardless where it's thrown.
Mm-hmm. He does do that. I think he's top 10 for sure. Top 5 is just, I don't have questions about the top 5. Like the top 3 are what they are: Chase, Jettas, and Lamb. I think you got to put AJ Brown in that top 5, and I think
I don't think CeeDee's better than Tyreek. I know
Tyreek, and Tyreek, no, I'm saying I'm not putting them in order. I'm just saying that's the 5: Chase, Jettas, Lamb, Tyreek, and AJ Brown. That's the 5 for me. Personally.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, that's the 5 for me.
My 5 was Jets, Chase, CeeDee, Tariq, and Pickens.
And I think sitting right outside that Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown would like to say something. I think
I'd have Brown in before Pickens. Honestly, I'd have Brown in before Brown. St. Brown in before Brown.
You think St. Brown's better than AJ Brown? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm not going to fight you on that.
At least this season he's playing better.
Fair.
Although to be fair, AJ got them cooking over there too. He's really what's been pulling Philly throughout this whole season, making them look good. And we see what Hurts looks like without him. So
yeah, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I will give this Darnell Mooney and Drake London do deserve to get some mentions on this list. This year they've been balling. Scary Terry, you gotta talk about Scary Terry too. So it's some receivers out there, but I do feel like you know, yeah, Nelson, ball, where you been, ball, where you been?
We need to have a discussion about hardball if we really gonna have this talk.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Here's the thing. I think he's been there, 17 years now?
Since 08, I believe, right?
Oh, so yeah, 17 years.
He got there the year after Tomlin, I believe, right?
So if Tomlin's on 18, he's year 17. I get the tradition's a thing with these franchises, but you do got to ask yourself, if they don't get the job done this year, you got to look at the head coach.
Yeah.
You have to.
Because most of the problems with that team is discipline.
Yes.
Every time it gets down close to the clutch points, they make an undisciplined mistake.
Yep.
And it ends up costing them the game. They are the most penalized team in the league, leading the league, I think 8 penalties a game. So
I think I heard that when I was watching the game.
Yeah, that's an indictment on coaching.
Yeah.
And a lot of the stuff we blame in the playoffs on Lamar, realistically, is actually not being ready by John Harbaugh. Because remember in 19, when Lamar was coming off the MVP, that was on Harbaugh for not having him ready. He rested him 3 weeks. Or excuse me, he rested him that last week, and then they had the bye, and then they came out not ready, which ended up costing them the game against Tennessee. And there's a few other times in the playoffs with Flacco too.
With Flacco,
so with guys making mistakes at crucial moments, with penalties.
And I think if you look especially at last year, and not just that, bro. I think also, even though this could be indicative on the GM more than it could the coach, I do still think the coach in that, when you've had that kind of tenure on a team, I think that you have some real strong input on personnel, right? Am I off in saying that, Z?
What?
That you have strong input on personnel.
Well, obviously, yeah, especially if you're a head coach for 17 years.
If we're talking about 17 years and we haven't seen they
only got one Super Bowl out of that.
And no, I'm not talking about Super Bowl. I mean, Super Bowls, listen, everything has to line up the right way for a Super Bowl to happen. That's why I'm not as harsh on people winning the big game as I am having success over time, because it's just Super Bowls, man. That's a once in a lifetime situation. But for us to still be having questions of receiver options, and we've had those questions now at least since 2013. This is 11 years now that we've had issues of receiving.
They got a pretty good receiving core right now.
They have a good one, but bro, when you have had all the talent, everything, you can't pull a DeAndre Hopkins, Devontae Adams. You can't pull any of those kind of trades off.
No, because they don't want to go there.
But then
they don't want to go there because of offense.
What's also mind-boggling too is that this man, for some reason, he's great against all them 30 NFL teams, but for some reason, when it comes to that team in Pittsburgh, it's like that's his kryptonite. And Kansas City.
Those are his two kryptonites. Yeah, those are two kryptonites. 100%. And look. To be fair, he also had issues against the Pats when they were making their run.
I mean, that's one of those kind of with Kansas City. Like everybody has issues with them because they're just
exactly. Indianapolis was a hard team to get past for them for a while, but the thing is, they're also a part of that cream of the crop. So I can't. I mean, look, they've been to one. They've been and won one Super Bowl with Harbaugh. Have they been to an AFC Championship again since?
No.
No, I don't think they've been to one since 2012. So,
No.
I mean, look, it's going to be tough having this amount of talent and fumbling, not getting to the dance. But they got a hard road ahead of them. They do. They got a hard road ahead of them, and they better figure it out. But nonetheless, as a Steelers fan, I cry no tears for this team because fuck you. That's why. Yep. What else happened this past week? It was. The Bills handed the Chiefs their first loss of the season, 30-21. The Chiefs looked mortal in the last few games, specifically against the Broncos and then now with the Bills. And I think just like what Miami's lost in college football against Georgia Tech, their deficiencies in the season finally caught up with them. It's the same exact story, same thing. And Josh Allen and the Bills got a quality win finally on the season. They capitalized on where they were supposed to be.
True.
So
and without Keon Coleman too.
And without Keon Coleman, 100%.
The rising receiver for them.
Damn, I didn't even notice he was gone.
Yep.
I gotta start listening to the cop.
On a Sunday night game, the Chargers toppled the Bengals 34-27. Bengals, it's over. Playoff hopes are done.
And the Chargers did everything in their power
to lose
that game again.
Yep. They're similar to the Texans last week against the Lions on Sunday Night Football. Just like the Lions against the Texans because they had 5 turnovers, 5 picks.
True.
And they still couldn't win the game.
True.
And then on Monday night, the Texans toppled the Cowboys. I think that is the nail in the coffin for the regime of Mike McCarthy. Not that I thought he was getting retained anyways, but that type of performance, despite it all, CJ Stroud has not looked as incredible as he did last year. I just got to be honest, man. I think it's over. And all things point to Belichick heading to Dallas next year. I think if I'm Belichick, I'd start looking at properties in Dallas.
I don't think he's gonna go to Dallas.
I agree with you, Christian. And also too, if that Baltimore job ends up,
he takes that one. He takes that one. Ooh,
he gonna and because he's from Annapolis.
I know. He's going home
at
Navy.
If he wants to,
wait, is it Army or Navy? Annapolis.
It's Navy.
That's
in Annapolis.
If he wants to, if Belichick wants, I think Bill's enjoying the whole TV run that he's with Pat and all them boys. So if he wants to decide to get back into coaching, I think the only job is definitely just the Baltimore job. I don't think he touches the Dallas Cowboys. He's not gonna put up with Jerry's shit.
Possibly, but the other side, to your point, is you got a chance to coach something that Bill loves to coach, an incredible defense. Because when they're healthy, that Dallas defense is incredible, and he only gonna get down there and toy it more, or play or tool it up even more. You're right, Marcel. The Bills do only beat y'all in the regular season. This is true. It is a Super Bowl. They're y'all Jacksonville Jaguars if y'all were the Patriots. That's all they get up for. But yeah, if that is the option, I'd be hard pressed to see Bill turning down Baltimore to go to Dallas to deal with the circus that Dallas can be.
I don't think he's going to do it. Period. With that circus and that bullshit because Jerry's just shown himself to be such a horrible GM,
and owner.
And I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think he can set his ego aside to let Belichick work his magic, and I don't think it'll work in Dallas. Those two egos are gonna clash, and when they clash, it's gonna be nuclear.
What magic does Belichick have left, if you think? Do you think?
I think Belichick can. There was never a point where we questioned Belichick's coaching. There's never been a point where we question his coaching and stuff like that, but his ability to keep a team in line, lead men strategically on both sides of the ball, offense, defense, and all that. His problem was he's not good or as good at personnel, and they gave him the personnel reins, and um, that eventually ruined his kind of his team, his legacy. One part
Yeah.
because they were selling out in order to win Super Bowls, but after Brady left, he couldn't replenish the stock, and he had no plan for a turnaround.
And I think as a figurehead, Dale, to your point, if his locker room would have seen him lose the GM position, it's very hard to look at him with the same lore, knowing that something like personnel issues was something that he also handled as well.
Yeah,
That, yeah, that could have been a problem.
yeah, but he never. I mean, he never lost those. Like he was just let go
No, I understand. I'm just saying that if he did say hypothetically they were to have moved on to
from him.
another
From like
from
yeah,
him as
I
GM,
agree with you.
yeah, while he's there as the head coach, that would have been very tough for him to maintain some kind of aura in that locker room.
I
You
mean,
already
he's
lost
still
Brady, and then you lose the GM position. That's going to be very tough for you to kind of look at.
no. I agree with you.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be extremely tough. Let's let's get into next week's schedule. Uh, Coming up, we have Thursday night football. The Pittsburgh Steelers will be traveling to Cleveland. Play the Cleveland Browns at 8:15. I
They
think
should
we're all
forfeit.
who the Browns.
Yeah,
Yeah, they should. Yeah.
save us all
Oh wait,
the
before
trouble.
before we before we go to the games, y'all
Yeah.
gonna watch the new Hard Knocks is gonna come out?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Who is it?
I watch
Uh,
Hard Knocks.
it's the
It's the
AFC
AFC
North.
North.
It's all the AFC North.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man, hell no.
you miserable.
I'll be there.
Um, yeah, man. Steelers at Browns. I got Steelers.
Definitely got the Steelers.
Nardo.
Obviously, the Steelers.
Steelers. Okay. Titans traveling to Houston. Is there anybody picking the Titans?
Nope,
No.
I'm going with Houston.
All right. We got an inner divisional matchup. Vikings are traveling to Chicago.
Give me the Vikings.
No.
Yeah, give me the Vikings.
Obviously, the Vikings. Put Zendel down for the Vikings.
Okay. Cowboys are traveling to DC. Well, I'm sorry, to Lanham to play to Landover, not Lanham, to Landover to play the Commanders.
Who's playing the
Well,
Commanders?
Cowboys.
yeah.
Give me the Commanders.
What do you think is gonna happen?
Um,
Give me that team in Maryland. Give me the Commanders.
mhm. The Patriots are traveling to Miami.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good game actually.
That is too.
Mhm.
But give me the Dolphins.
Give me the Patriots.
Okay. Give me the Dolphins. That's personally. Give me the Dolphins. The Chiefs are traveling to Carolina. Is there anybody picking the Chiefs to lose this game?
Oh
No,
no.
give me the Chiefs.
I might put that on my money line just for fuck of it. Put $1. Let me see what happens going for right now.
Man, they're gonna give you back 48 cents.
I ain't gonna give you that back that much.
Yeah,
no,
they
I'm
actually
talking
gonna
about-
charge you for laying the parlay.
I'm gonna put $1 on the Panthers to win. Let me see what they're going. Hey, plus 475. God damn. Dollar gonna win me $5. Yeah, no, give me the Chiefs. Cut the
Um,
bullshit.
the Buccaneers are traveling to Jersey to play the Giants. Give me the Bucks.
Give me the
The
Bucks.
Bucks.
I think they get
They're
Mike.
starting Tommy
I think
DeVito.
Mike. Yeah, I think Mike
I think
Evans is
Mike
back
Evans
this
comes
week.
back.
Yeah, I think Mike Evans is back this week. Which the Bucks are still a really good team, man. They really,
They are.
really are. And you got to give kudos to their GM. Give kudos to
Baker.
Baker, yeah,
Baker,
Baker.
yeah,
Absolutely.
And Todd
Hell,
Bowles too.
and Todd
and Todd
Bowles.
Bowles.
Yeah, man. You just got to give credit to that organization for maintaining a level of competitiveness after losing Tom Brady and all those veterans that were there. Because it wasn't. It's not just Brady. You had Gronk, Ndamukong Suh was there, Shady McCoy was there. Like it was so many veterans that they banked on, and they still are at it.
Yeah, that's
They
true.
won the shit. They don't won the division now 2 years in a row with post Brady. So,
1 year.
who was the other winner?
No, Brady only retired at 22, bro.
Oh, it was 20. I thought it was 21. Okay, well, they won the division post Brady, 21. They won it on his way out, and then they won it again. That's what it was. Okay. Let me see. Lions are traveling to Indy. Is there anybody picking Indianapolis? Hell
Give me the
no.
Lions.
No, give me Detroit.
Broncos are traveling to Vegas to play the Raiders.
You said Broncos?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a 37-year-old Bo Nix.
Yeah, I'm going with the Broncos. Their defense is really good, and Bo Nix is hooping. He may be a Pro Bowler this year. He may be.
Fuck all of y'all.
I know. You thought you was going to deal all that
The
with Pittsburgh and
Broncos.
wasn't going to get it?
I'm gonna pick the Broncos, but thoroughly from the bottom of my soul, fuck y'all.
Oh, you're only picking them so y'all can get Shador.
Ding ding ding. You know, cry now, laugh later.
Yeah, that's true. The Cardinals are traveling to Seattle to play the Seahawks. Give me the Cardinals. The division leading Cardinals.
I'm
I
gonna
don't know.
go. I'm going with the Seahawks.
Okay.
Yeah,
That division is extremely tight.
It is.
give me Kyler and the boys. Give me Kyler.
Yeah, well, I can't imagine losing to a Call of Duty professional in that division like they are.
But he liked it,
Anywho,
though.
49ers are traveling to Green Bay. I don't think this is as easy as we think, but give me the Niners.
Give me Green Bay.
Green Bay. Give me
So
Green Bay.
as long as George Kittle and
If George Kittle's not playing, never mind. Give me
if
the
George Kittle is
no,
playing as well as not Brandon Ayuk, Debo.
Brandon Ayuk gone for the season, I believe.
Yeah,
Right?
that's what I'm saying. Not Brandon Ayuk. I mean Debo. As long as they're playing, give me the Niners. If not, give me the Packers.
Give me the Packers.
Sunday Night Football, Eagles at Rams. Go Birds, go.
Give me the Eagles.
Give me the Eagles.
And then Monday night is the house that will break up Thanksgiving for the Harbaugh family. Ravens at Chargers.
Chargers.
Give me the Hardballs.
Ravens.
No, give me the Ravens.
Give me the Chargers.
Give me the Ravens.
I'm taking the Ravens. I don't think the Ravens lose two straight.
No.
They're gonna be pissed.
Although it's good, it's a good team they're going against now.
It is very much so.
7-3.
Very much so. Very much so. Very good team. Coach. John Harbaugh or Jim Harbaugh, I should say, is coaching as if he can't go back to the NCAA, and he damn sure can't. Because the day he does, they gonna have the damn death penalty for him.
Oh, they not.
Oh yeah.
All they did was talk that stuff, but they ain't doing nothing. They ain't gonna move nothing. They ain't gonna say nothing.
Shit.
Ain't nothing to worry about.
All right. Well, that's our NFL lineup for the week. I don't have any news outside of that for the NFL. Let's transition over to college.
There go.
College football. Yeah. All right. Nardo, you still with us?
Being
Huh?
right now, I'm about to roll in a few. Got some shit I gotta jot down before practice tomorrow.
I got you. All right, well, let's get to the playoffs.
All right, go Westlake.
Yeah, go Westlake.
Appreciate that, dog. Appreciate that.
Big facts.
Let's go. First off with the NCAA CFP rankings. Let's get to it. Come on, pull them up for me, please. All right. Week 12. Coming in at 25 is Illinois at 7-3. Followed by UNLV at 8-2. Mizzou fell to 23 at 7-3. Iowa State is 22 at 8-2. Arizona State 8-2. Shout out to the Sun Devils.
They're
Tulane
ranked.
Yeah, they are. They're
ranked?
21. Yeah, Mizzou is their 23. Tulane is 9-2. The bottom undefeated team is the Army at 19. South Carolina is 7-3 at 18. Clemson is 17 at 8-2. Colorado, the Buffs, apologize to that man, are 8-2. Texas A&M is 15 at 8-2. Brigham Young University is 9-1. SMU is 9-1, and these are your current standings for the college football playoffs. At 12, 9-1, Boise State. At 11, 8-2, Tennessee. At 10, 8-2, Georgia. At 9, 8-2, Mississippi. At 8, 9-1, the Miami Hurricanes. Number 7, at 8-2, Alabama. Number 6, at 9-1, Notre Dame. Number 5, at 10-0, the Indiana Hoosiers. Your current leaders for the bye weeks of the CFP is as follows. 9-1, Penn State. 9-1, Texas. 9-1, Ohio State. And Oregon is 11-0.
Now, we know that wouldn't happen because all three of those Big Ten teams would not be on top for the end of the season.
Yeah, because they have to play each other, right? All of them play each other.
And one of them is going to win the championship. So it looks good now. But
Here's my issue with this. I think it's the same issue that I had last week. Indiana's in the same conference.
Mm-hmm.
Why are they not in the top 4?
Because they haven't won against anybody in the top 7 of their conference.
Okay. Thank you. That's all I needed to know.
There you go.
Yeah, but they will this weekend.
Who are they going against now?
Ohio fucking State.
Ohio State this weekend. Indiana, Ohio State.
Ohio State just lost their center.
2 losses. Who did Ohio State lose, bro?
Their starting center.
Oh, okay.
Torn Achilles.
Ooh. That's ugly. It's the last thing they need. We got a BS game, I think, coming up. Miami does.
Well, no, we got Wake Forest. We just got to win.
We got Wake Forest. And then we got...
Miami is currently 3rd in the ACC.
3rd? How?
Yes.
3rd?
Yep. Because I think SMU is undefeated.
Clemson's already played all their conference games. They're 7-1. We're 3rd because we're 6-1. We just haven't played all the conference games yet.
Right.
Okay.
So
and Clemson looked good against Pitt though.
They did.
I ain't gonna lie about that. That was a hell of a ball game.
We won the ACC championship.
Yep. So currently, we're 5-1 in conference play. SMU is undefeated at 6-0, and Clemson 7-1.
Mm-hmm.
SMU has also won 7 straight games. So I'm telling you, they're scary. SMU is very scary, and this is a credit to the ACC for including them in the ACC because it's done nothing but strengthen our conference. The conference looks really good right now. Even Cal in their first year at 5-5. Yeah, they're 1-5 in ACC play, but Cal damn near was winless for a couple years back. So kudos to them. Stanford, obviously, y'all, hey, look, man, figure this shit out. Because y'all holding the rest of us up. But yeah, man, it's real interesting. What I will say about the ACC is every year there's a bracket buster, and usually it's either Louisville or Virginia Tech. But Georgia Tech, you sons of bitches. Gosh damn it. At first I thought it was a fluke with Florida State. But hey, man, they are currently 4-3 in conference play, 6-4 in the year, and could be an 8-14. I need them to win out so that was a good loss for us, because it just seems like, unlike all the other conferences, you don't have no leeway if you're in the ACC to lose a game.
ACC championship. Fuck that. We're done losing.
No, but my point is, look at all these other teams that have multiple losses that have gotten this cushion, if you will, to be in the playoffs. And we were number 4 and fell to 10 last week, and now we done rose up to 8. It just, like, I see the bullshit for what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like.
So a team we shouldn't have lost to. At the end of the day, Georgia
I get
Tech
that.
isn't as competitive as other schools, like when Georgia, Alabama, or you know what I'm saying, shit like that. Like that's like, come on.
I get that, Nar, but in the same regard, SMU being 9-1 out of the playoffs, Ole Miss being 8-2, Tennessee being 8-2 in the playoffs, and SMU is and even Indiana being 5th out of the top 4 with teams like Penn State and all them getting a hold on despite a late loss. I just like the bias, man. The bias between that Big Ten shit and that SEC
it's gonna
shit.
all shake out. That's why none of these rankings matter, because these teams still have to play each other, and the committee knows that, and that's why they be doing that shit. Because they know at the end of the day they're gonna have to play out. The games are gonna play themselves well before the playoff, and it's gonna make their decision a lot easier.
That's fair. That's fair. You know, but yeah, we'll see what happens ultimately this year. But let's get to this week's schedule for AC. Is there anything that y'all looking forward to coming up in this week?
Just that Indiana Ohio State game.
You say Indiana and Ohio State, and I think that's about it, right?
No, there's more. Hold on. Let's get to week 12. All right. College football schedule for week 12.
Oh my God. Ew. Yeah, no,
some
you're
shit.
right. That's about it. These games are ass.
Yeah,
said
it's
these
weird.
games
It's been a weird late season
25
type
games
games.
are ass, bro. You got Auburn hosting Texas A&M. I mean, the Oklahoma Alabama game, Alabama's gonna beat the shit out of them. You do got Notre Dame Army. That should be a decent one.
Mm-hmm.
Clemson's playing Citadel. South Carolina's playing Wofford. Colorado and Kansas. I think the only ranked game this week is BYU is at Arizona State. Fucking Tennessee's playing UTEP. Georgia's playing Massachusetts. Like, this shit is bad.
Yeah, it's a bad week for college. Yeah. Is there anything that
And
looks
Indiana,
promising?
Ohio State at 12.
Indiana, Ohio State. I think Kentucky and Texas could be a trap game.
Texas, yeah.
Huh?
I say, yeah, Kentucky and Texas.
Yeah, we got BYU playing Arizona State. That's 14-21 matchup. Guys, damn. Well, that apparently that game is like that because, bro, guess how much the lowest ticket is for Arizona State versus BYU?
Shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a guess.
$2.
Okay. Nar, what's your guess?
Say that again. What's the game?
BYU traveling to Arizona State.
for free.
All right, Nar. Nar, you there?
Say,
Uh,
BYU, you said the cheapest ticket?
cheapest ticket. Like the tickets as low as
Probably $30.
$260.
What the?
That's the same thing I said. I don't know what they selling out there, but God bless.
They
Two hundred and
moving it
sixty bucks.
in big
Uh,
weight.
Army Notre Dame is at 7 o'clock. That should be a pretty good game. That's gonna be in the Bronx. Shit, no, you might gotta take a day trip and go up there after y'all win on Friday. Take a day trip and go to Army versus Notre Dame. Let me see. Bama at Oklahoma. Here we know how that's gonna turn out. Texas A&M Auburn. Iowa State at Utah. Utah, man, probably the most disappointing team this season. Jesus. But yeah, it ain't nothing going on. It ain't nothing going on this week in college football for real, for real. Bad week. Sorry, listeners. Unfortunately, we don't have that much to input. All we're gonna say is Miami, get the job done. Finish this shit out. And by finish it out, I mean y'all need to win by at least 30. You need to win by at least 30. What is the temperature on Saturday, Christian? Because you say you want to go to the game.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna slide in the game, my boy. It's a 12 o'clock game, so
The high is going to be 70
during the day. Yeah.
I'll see. I'll see. I'll see.
The cheapest ticket's $22. So
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Some UFC happened this weekend. Well, first of all, before we get to UFC, let's talk about that clown show that was Mike Tyson
Give me
versus.
none.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Well, that's
He
all I
threw
have
the
for y'all.
fight, bro.
He threw the fight.
He threw the fight. Mike
He
threw
threw
the
the fight for
because those
$25 million.
because those first 3 4 minutes that he was really swinging on Jake Paul. Jake Paul said, "Oh, hold on, baby, hold on now, hold on. We got this money in the bag, bro. We ain't gotta."
Yeah. Jake Paul was reportedly paid $40 million, and Mike Tyson was paid 25.
That is nuts.
Yep.
And both of that was too much money.
Yeah, facts. Let me see. I didn't really have much. Also in UFC, John Jones, the greatest of all time, John Jones, Fat John Jones, ended up. Who did he beat? Who did he beat, Zidane?
Who? John
John
Jones?
Jones. Yeah.
Stripe.
Stripe, yes. Stripe Miocic.
Miocic.
Yep. TKO round 3. He
Sent them
cleared.
ribs to hell.
Yeah, he rung his bell right after.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no doubt. He was still ranked number 2 as pound for pound ranking in the world. And he says that he wants, and I quote, "fuck you money" from the UFC to face Tom Aspinall. All right. What's your thoughts on this for UFC 309, Z?
It's pretty good. You know, that fight, I don't want to say it was a money grab because it was good for both legacies to fight, for both fighters to fight each other in the main event. But to be honest, like, it felt like a money grab, kind of, because Street Bay hasn't fought in, like, I think 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was supposed to be last year or in earlier this year or something like that. And Street Bay hadn't fought in 2 years. And now it's like 2.5, 3 years. Because John Jones got hurt with his shoulder. So they had to postpone the fight, and then they made it this year.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think, yeah, it was last year. So yeah.
it was. Yeah,
But anyways, like, I don't want to say Street Bay was out of shape. Maybe a little bit of ring rust. But I don't know, man. It's like they're not gonna pay John Jones the money to John Jones for him to fight the young guys coming up, like an Aspinall. That I think that's a fight that a lot of people want. And Ngannou, I mean, obviously Ngannou can't fight because he's signed to the PFL, but like it was both of those fights that he thought was, could potentially lose and damage his legacy. From what I've heard, I was listening
Yeah.
to Ariel Hawani on the Ryan Russillo podcast, and he was breaking that down. He was
Shout out to
saying that,
Ariel Hawani too.
yeah, I was and he was breaking it down. He was like, it's not that John Jones doesn't want to fight Ngannou or Aspinall or any guys like that. It's just like he's too close to the end to fight those guys without a gigantic payday,
Yeah.
without an enormous
And
check.
we know the UFC and ginormous paydays go
Don't
together
go
like
together.
UFC and basketball.
Yeah, they don't go together.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, shoot, 37 years old. Obviously got more days behind him than ahead of him. But ultimately we'll see. Ultimately, we will see. Just what happens. And also, I think, it's on a personal note. The glazing, the absolute glazing, doing the whole little shuffle, like, all right, bro, enough.
Oh, what
Enough.
for Trump?
Yeah, bro, like enough.
Yeah,
Just Jesus Christ.
that was nasty. Like,
Enough.
listen, y'all. Listen, just like this ain't a political show. This is a
No,
sports show and kind of a
but come on.
lifestyle show. But dog, you don't have to glaze nobody. I
Like,
don't care.
come
I don't
on,
care
bro.
what position they are. I don't care what side of the aisle you on. I don't care how much you like a person. Don't
Bro.
glaze any political figures.
Yeah,
No
bro, none.
deriding a political figure.
Exactly,
Don't
bro.
like
Like,
dog.
come on.
No, because
Enough. But
they're never worth it. Never,
never.
ever.
And you're never gonna get what you think. You're never.
Exactly.
But yeah, man. Outside of that, did I have anything else for UFC? I don't think there's anything really pressing coming up before the end of the year. Or there might be. If there is, we'll research and get back with y'all next week. I promise you we will do that. But let's get to the NBA before we get up out of here. NBA Emirates Cup standings. Now, competitively, this has again been some of the best basketball we've seen in a while. Even now, as we're recording, the Spurs are up 68-57 on the Thunder. Just as a recording to give y'all a timestamp of where we are.
The Spurs are up.
Yeah, they are.
And they're gonna catch them.
Hey, man, look, bro, I'm just telling y'all what I know. That Chris Paul going to be an all-star this year. All right? Mark my words.
Absolutely.
Chris Paul going to be an all-star this year. Because not only is he hooping, but he's hooping and looking extremely well. Right now, he's averaging 10 points, 8 assists. I expect that to go up to 14 points and 11 assists. As soon as him and Wemby really get cooking. Chris Paul going to be an all-star this year, y'all. Am I bullshitting? Probably so.
Absolutely.
But who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? But yeah, let's get to the Emirates Cup standings. Let's see where we're at here. All right, so in the East, Group A, the Orlando Magic sit atop 2-0. Hey, Orlando Magic. Oh, hey.
And all doing
2-0.
that all without Paulo too.
Yes. Franz Wagner, you're going to be an all-star this year. You keep this up.
Big Franz, not the little one.
Yes.
Better put respect on my dog,
Franz,
man.
hey, every bit of 200 some odd million. A lot of people saying, hey, including me, you paid Franz Wagner $220. Yes, they did, and he's playing up to it. The New York Knicks are 2-0 in the East Group A as well. The Brooklyn Nets are 1-1. The Philadelphia 76ers are 0-2, and the Charlotte Hornets are 0-2. In the East, Group B, the Detroit Pistons, the playoff-bound Detroit Pistons, are 2-0. The Milwaukee Bucks are 1-0. The Miami Heat are 1-1. The Indiana Pacers are 0-1, and the Toronto Raptors are 0-2. In East Group C, the Atlanta Hawks are 2-0, followed by the Boston Celtics at 1-1, and that should be 2-1. No, that's 1-1 because the Cleveland Cavaliers officially lost their first game of the season after starting 14-0. They lost and they're 1-1. The Washington Wizards are 0-1. The Chicago Bulls are 0-1 as well. In the West, Group A, the Houston Rockets are 1-0. The Portland Trailblazers 1-0. Minnesota Timberwolves 1-1. The Sacramento Kings are 0-1, and the Los Angeles Clippers are 0-1. Dale, do you think the PG regrets his trade to Philly or signing with Philly?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
That's right.
Because it's too early in the season. We're only in November.
That's right.
We're only in November.
That's right.
Now, if we get off this first season and everybody's gone, but even still, if he was just in it for the payday, I can understand that too. Because they offered him, I think, like the money they gave Harden, they offered Paul George.
Yes.
So, like, are you gonna take 3 for 70, or are you gonna take the bread that they offered him in Philly for 212?
Yeah.
When that might be your last ride, last big contract.
Yeah. I agree. I think it is too early, but I got to tell you, he did not come here wanting to start this way. People fighting in the locker rooms and all this other stupid shit. Just dumb shit.
Yeah. And I'm not mad at Maxey for
calling out Embiid. Not me either.
Oh,
should
you
have.
should
Honestly,
have.
that's the signs of a leader, no matter how young you are. It's the signs of a leader. But yeah, and shout out to their rookie over there as well. Fuck is his name?
Boy, almost got us canceled.
No. I'm saying what is his name? Sixers rookie. Jared McClain.
Yep.
Jared McClain this year is averaging Jared McCain is averaging 15 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. But over his last 3 games, he's averaging over 20 a game. So shout out to Jared McCain.
Shout out to Russell Westbrook for being the first person to have 200 triple doubles.
Yes.
And
he got another one the other night. Yes. Mm-hmm. Shout out to him. Shout out to Russ. The OKC Thunder. I think Jokic is probably going to catch him. If I was a betting man on who would do it, it's probably going to be Jokic. Jokic or Luka, but probably Jokic. I was going to catch Russ. I think Jokic or Luka is going to catch Russ. But if I'm a betting man, I'm probably going Joker. You don't think that either of them get the 200?
No.
Let's see where we at.
Joker. Oh, well, Joker's at 136, so I can see Joker, but anybody else, no.
Where's Luka?
He's not even on the list. Not even in the top 5. I mean, but Luka is at 5.
He's 9.
When did Luka get drafted? 2018?
5 years ago. 2018, yeah. So 6 years ago, sorry.
7.
Well,
this is 7th season, so.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, possibly.
I can see Jokic, but anybody else, probably not.
No, hell no. Nobody else. I thought Ben Simmons was a shoe-in, but
yeah, the shoe didn't fit.
Yeah, for real. In the West, Group B, the Oklahoma City Thunder are currently 1-0. The Los Angeles Lakers are 1-0. The Phoenix Suns are 1-1. The San Antonio Spurs are 0-1, and the Utah Jazz are 0-1. In the West, Group C, the Golden State Warriors are 2-0. The New Orleans Pelicans are 1-0. The Denver Nuggets are 1-1. The Dallas Mavericks are 0-1, and the Memphis Grizzlies are 0-2. That is your Emirates Cup current standings. Down goes Cleveland. Cleveland Cavaliers finally lost their first game to the Boston Celtics. Darius Garland was a no-show in this game. Oh, shoot, Nelson. I just seen the comments. Let's go to them. It's ironic because people cried about politics, stay woke, saying people are making things too political if they make stuff. Yes, yeah. Yep, I agree 1,000,000%. No question. Nelson says, yeah, he'll be an all-star. Yeah, I think you're talking about Franz Wagner for sure.
Big Franz.
Yeah. Maxie had every right to call out and beat. Yeah, he did. And I think, bro, like I said, I don't care about the age. I don't care about size. As a leader, dog, that's what you do. You call.
He is the point guard too.
He is the point guard. So that's his job. Yes, because who knows? He could be the captain. That's the kind of thing the captains are made of.
True.
Yeah. And of course, it was Jerry McCain who was talking about. But yeah, man, I agree with. I think, especially when you're talking about guys of Embiid status, somebody got to tell him something, because ownership ain't gonna say it because they're afraid of him requesting the trade. Coaches ain't gonna say it because they're afraid of getting fired. It has to be your teammates to say something. Absolutely. Maybe somebody should have said something a while ago, and they would have done something. Because if, say, Jimmy Butler was there, he damn sure would have called him out by now. Just because Jimmy's a natural leader, feel how you want to feel about him, he leaves it on the floor.
Jimmy wouldn't let you get. Jimmy doesn't let you get away with anything.
Yeah, facts. But yeah, man, I'm very interested to see what happens with that. But back to the Cavaliers, man. I mean, it was going to end eventually, and I think the right team put them away for their first loss. But I don't think that this takes anything out of their strength. I still think that they're playing some of the best ball in the Eastern Conference. I think them, New York and Boston are probably the top 3 teams in the NBA in the East. And I would say, for all intents and purposes, Orlando might be 4. Orlando just might be 4 in the East. They look really good, and despite not having
their best player,
Paolo Banchero there, their second best player, and their team is a collective. Dog, you know that they're on 6 straight games without a team scoring 100 points on them? In today's NBA, that is ridiculous.
Defense.
Yeah, bro, like that is crazy.
And we have 5 defenders on the floor at all times.
All times, yes. And then you know what I'm saying, your second unit is an all conference
shooters, but
yeah. But y'all, if you can stop them from scoring and get easy looks at the basket, hey, they take a 2 for 1. Nelson says, while the Cavs have started off crazy, he's waiting until April. I can agree to that. I definitely can. I think, yeah, that's the thing, man. All of this is predicated on what happens in April. But I do think when you look at things like the Emirates Cup, it's to hold us over until April to get real competitive basketball. And I think that they've done their job to be one of the top teams in the NBA. They're playing well from all cylinders, especially from the offensive standpoint. They're moving the ball well, defending well. And most of all, I think that their continuity as a team has truly been something that's taken it uphill since they got J.B. Bickerstaff up out of here. I like Bickerstaff. I do. But I think that his welcome. Yeah, Kenny got them playing well, and he outwore his welcome in Cleveland. There's nothing wrong with that, especially when a superstar is there like a
Mitchell,
Donovan Mitchell. Previous coaches don't always get along with them, so I understand. I do get it. But we'll see what happens with them. I think that the Knicks are starting to play together as far as continuity goes. And Boston is obviously playing like a defending champion is hungry to go get another title. But that Magic team, telling you, as far as just grit and they play up to the competition, y'all are really reminding me of the 2019 Raptors. You really are. Different personnel than last year as far as taking that next step from just getting in the playoffs. Now it's looking like y'all could be trying to contend for the East. Just early in the season, I do still think y'all have a move to make, especially in the front court. I'd like to see some more shooters get around there, but, we'll see what y'all can acquire. See what y'all can acquire by trade deadline. But Orlando, man, God bless. They are running with the Southeast. Well, there's not Southeast anymore, but if there were, they'd be running with the Southeast. And they're definitely the best team in Florida. Yeah. Another thing before we get out of here, just news in sports. Beyonce has been announced as a performer for the Ravens versus Texans game in Texas on Christmas Day.
Let him get up. Let him get up. Let him get up. Bitch, take this. We taking everything, nigga. We taking everything. Whatever you thought.
What y'all are hearing in the background is Roger Goodell talking to Adam Silver.
No, keep your foot on his neck, Roger. Keep your foot on his neck. Yeah. Man, they taking everything, man.
Yeah.
Man,
Redbone Christmas Redemption. All right.
Yo.
Hey, go ahead.
Damn it, DJ Larry.
Shout out to Larry, man. I mean, but keeping it a buck, though. You know, so for those of y'all that don't know, there is a meeting between the commissioners every year, just how the year is supposed to roll around of all the major sports. I know that, if I'm not mistaken, since UFC and WWE have been merged and formed the TKO group, I think just one person represents at that meeting now, if I'm not mistaken. But those two, Bob Manfred, Roger Goodell, the commissioner of the NHL, and of course the NBA commissioner and the WNBA, all and the NCAA president, all meet up for scheduling to not overlap each other on their big deals. Roger Goodell said, "Bow down to the king." This is ridiculous.
Adam Silver must have said something slick or something. I don't know,
but ever since Adam Silver has been in play, the NFL just been inching. Because remember,
wouldn't dream about doing that to David Stern. Because Stern would find some way to get you.
Look, Stern, you know, for all intents and purposes, was a lawyer in his past day. And I think everybody knew that he would press the "I'll sue you" button if you play with him. Mm-hmm. Now, Adam Silver practiced law as well, but he don't seem to have that same button on his desk, apparently.
No.
Nobody played with Stern like that. Why are they playing on Adam Silver's head top like that?
You see.
Oh, and the NASCAR commissioner too. Also is it.
Let me tell you something. Adam Silver is a corporate lawyer. Mm-hmm. David Stern was a mob lawyer. It's a big difference.
It's a good point. When
you
can tell by the suits. You can tell by the suits that they wear.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you represent, Johnson or somebody, all right. But David Stern kind of, came up with the, murder
Gambino family, Castellanos, shit like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, it ain't the same thing. And you can tell that it's not. David Stern, or not David Stern, but Adam Silver, you need to get your shit in order, man. Because this wouldn't have happened on David Stern's block. This never happened to David Stern. There was no, now granted, you may have had a football game on Christmas, but all this other crap, ain't no way. Ain't no way you would have had a damn near a marquee matchup like Lamar Jackson versus CJ Stroud on David Stern's block? What? Not in Harlem, B. Not in Harlem, B. Ain't no way. Not in Harlem. Ain't no way. I don't care if the Knicks were 0-82. You was getting that Knicks game at noon on Christmas. And the whole world was watching. That wouldn't have happened on the hey, Adam Silver. I'm gonna keep it real. Adam Silver, look at me. Roger Goodell is calling you you understand me? He's calling you.
Stop censoring it.
All right.
Stop being soft.
That's what he said, bro. NFL games. Let's look at NFL's Christmas Day schedule. All right. On Christmas Day. And it's on Netflix, which, look, to be fair, if the streaming was anything like this, David Stern, Adam Silver, you could get your shit back. 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 You could get But on Christmas Day, we got the Chiefs are heading to Pittsburgh for Chiefs Steelers. It's two storied franchises. You got two of America's most storied franchises in the Chiefs and the Steelers. And then you got the two favorite teams of today's YNs between the Ravens and Texans. You got the YN Bowl and you got the Old Timers Bowl. And you let these niggas step on your block. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let me see what Larry says. Man, y'all can't tell me 3 songs that have been played from that album. I wouldn't be fair to Nana because I can name songs off that album. He don't own Christmas, man. Hey, look, he do. The NBA did, but oh well, man. Walk in your trap, take over your trap. It is what it is.
No. That you said it perfect. They did own Christmas.
They did, yeah.
You ain't renew your lease, big dog.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. It's a good point. Good point.
Everything's always up for grabs.
Listen, Dale, we about 5 years away from the college football playoffs being on Christmas. Now, look, hey.
You're not wrong.
Hey. You know what I'm saying? But look, either way, we got a while to go before we get there. Let's just get through Thanksgiving. Next week will be our Thanksgiving episode, as well as not a surprise for y'all. We're going to be announcing by the end of the weekend, but y'all know what we do for Thanksgiving every year between everybody in the union. We'll officially announce it soon. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your weekend. Hit the track this weekend so you can drop about 4 pounds before Thanksgiving just to gain that shit all back next week. Till next week, we out.
Thanks.
Peace.